Hey, my dear friends. My name is First Pan. Hope you are doing very well. I'm a web and mobile developer based in New York City. Welcome to my video series, CodeShare, uh, hooks. Today's video is video 1.4, mobile front end. And this is today's agenda. In the last video, we were successfully implementing a web front end and use an email form on the web to send email. Today we will do the same thing on the mobile front end. So in here, we're going to build email form here and key in information like name, email, subject message, and click a button and send email by using the Node backend, and we will receive that email in our Gmail account. So basically, what we are going to do in here is first on this agenda, set up a React Native project. Then we will do a UI design, and we will implement track state updates by using our friend hooks, and we will code share. And at the end, we'll enable mobile front end to send email. So let's start with our code in here. It's the same CodeShare underscore hooks under this folder. So basically what happened was in this folder, for this project, I'm going to React Native init this project name underscore mobile, and I hit enter. It will create a folder for this, and after finishing implementing it, I just cd this folder, and in here we are going to say to deploy on our simulator. I just need to say React Native run iOS, and it will be deployed, and hit enter. It will be deployed on the simulator. And at the same time, for us to make this project work, we need to implement we're going to implement a dependency. Okay, so we're going to npm install Axios. So at the same time, we're going to start working on our project. So this is the default code here. Now we need to implement our own code under this folder. So basically we need to start by creating a couple of new folders. So we're going to say dir src, pretty much the same folder structure as we have for the web. So under src, we're going to have a components and a style. And under components, there's a email form.js and the styles with our style files. So if we go back to, okay, so src is already created, and we're going to have two subfolders, mkdir src components and src styles. So we will have components and styles. And under components, src components, we will have the same, let's see, what's the name of the file? The component should be named email form.js. Email form.js. And under styles, we're going to have two files for styles. One is called text input. The other one is called custom button.js. So now that we have all the files created, we are ready to work on our mobile project. And for our code to be working, first and foremost, in this email from JS, I'm going to say import React from React. Import from React Native. So it will be a view and text. And in our email form.js file, we're going to have a const email form equals to, and going to say, well, export default email form. And within this email form, we're going to return view and view. And between here, we're going to have a text tag saying I am email form component. And when we're going to import this email form to our app.js file. So what's going to happen is we don't need any of these. So we're probably going to say, oh, we need to import it first. Import email form from, let's say, src, so dot src components email form. And then we are going to use this email form in here. We probably don't need any of these. We'll probably say padding, say something like that. If we're going to say this. Sorry. Okay, so our code is rendered. So basically knowing email from component is working. So I want to try to make it look better. So we probably need to say in here, we want to have a heading. So we're going to have a text here, and this is email form, and below is the component. Let's see what happens. Okay, we have a heading, and then we have the component below it. And we finished our setup item 1 on the agenda, setup React Native project. Now we are going to do some UI work to make it have a email form to be rendered for us to be able subsequently to key in information to send that email. So to do that UI task, we go to Sarsi styles, and we're going to do work in our text input and custom button. So it's pretty much the same thing in our email form file. Import React from React. Import from React Native. We need to have style sheet. We're going to have text input as input, and we will also have dimensions. Okay, so after that we will have const width, height equals to dimensions get. Screen, and after that we will have export default text input and props. So this is wrong. This is wrong as well. Okay, and below here we will have const styles equals to style sheet create. A lot of things to be implemented in here. So in here we will have an input. Here we'll have props. But before here we have a style. Styles. In here we will have input. So under here we will have width. We'll have height, right? So width should be width times 0.9, and height equals height times 0.05. Background color will be RGB 242, 242, 242, and color will be RGB 188, 188, 188, and border radius will be 30. Text align will be center. Padding right be 3%. Margin bottom will be 1%. So this is all about text input, and we also need a text button. Pretty much do the same thing. Import React from React, and we also need to have import these components from React native, including style sheet, including dimensions, as well as touchable opacity. Okay, so const width, height, equals dimensions. So first and foremost, get the dimensions of the screen, and then we will have export default custom button equals to props. Under here it will be touchable opacity. And it will be text. So in here will be props, title, and style will be styles, text, and this will be style equals to styles button, and apparently we need props, but we also need activity opacity equals 0.7, and here const styles equals to style sheet create. We'll have a button as well as a text. Okay, so button will be the same idea. Height, nope. So we start with width. width times 0.4 height will be height times 0.05, and background color will be RGB 255, 82, 76, and align items equals to center. But at the same time, we want to have the border radius goes to 30, center line items, and also justify contents will be center as well. So for the text, we just make it look a little better by saying color equals to white, font size 18, font weight equals. Okay, so these are the style files for our UI, and we are going to import both of these styles file under styles.js, text input from. We're going to styles text input, and another one will be custom button. So we'll have custom button as well. And now we're going to use these two style files in the return block. So we're going to say under return, we're going to have the UI implemented. So basically, under return, we will have a view, and under the view, we will also have, well, the view should be a container. Style equals to styles container, but under here we need to have text input first. So within the text input, let's first and foremost have a placeholder equals to name, and under this we need style sheet to define styles. Const styles style sheet create. So under this container, we're gonna say flags goes to 1, align items is center, background color will be RGB 255, 255, 255. Let's see if it compiles. Okay, left hand side in alignment. Styles, text input, line 10. Text inputs equals to props, right? Okay. Okay, this is maybe because we have created new files and folders, so some of them may not be recognized in here. Okay, so we fixed this one. So in this case, we're gonna close this terminal and we're going to open another one and move it next to the main one, and we're going to say React Native Start. Okay, and reload. Okay, it says custom button 11. Okay, touchable opacity, style activity. So another typo, sorry. So although we have changed it, it's still unhappy. That's because, okay, so we need to do it one more time. Close the terminal, add a new one, and do the same thing. Reload. Okay, so that one is fixed. So it has a bug here. It says style sheet color 0 is not a valid style property. That's because we missed something in here. We have input in this one, and we're going to move everything inside like this. Okay, so this is for text input, and text button is okay. Mail form here, it should be inside container. Oh, oops. Cut. Save. Save. and this is gonna be good. Height, that's another typo. Okay, very nice. So we have UI for this name field, and in the same way, we're going to implement all the other fields, like in the email form. So basically, we are going to say text 1, 2, 3, 4. So this placeholder will be email. This placeholder will be subject. So I would rather have capital letter here. Subject. And message. Okay, so now we should have 4 placeholders, and under here we even need to have a button here, because we already created a button. We just need to import and use it here. So the button, custom button, is already imported. So in the style, I'm going to say this equals styles custom button container. Let's have a custom button container. Okay, within the custom button, we will use custom button, and title will be submit, and custom button container will have align items to be in the center. Height will be 150, and justify content equals to center. Custom button. Can't find the text. I need a text. Okay, so this is what I have for the form. This is the UI part. So basically, on our agenda, we have finished UI design, and the next step will use hooks to track the state of the name, email, subject, and message. So now we are going to do CodeShare. What we are going to do is going to CodeShare from our web project. See here, we have our email form, everything from here. That's about the state and the business logic. They are all shareable before the return. All these lines of codes, the work that is done is reusable here. Okay, so after we save this, of course, we need to import use state, and everything here is the same. At this time, we don't have Axios yet, so we temporarily comment out. We just need to console log the state, and in here, I'm going to change entered name and enter the name be here, and also at the bottom, when the name is changed, we probably need to auto capitalize equals to none, and on change text equals to on name change. And then here value equals to state name. And at the time when click the button, we're gonna say on press equals to send mail. And let's see how this works. So first we probably need to enable debug remotely. And we inspect, we have this console. Okay, so in here we put in, this time we say name is missed mobile. If we submit, you see the state of the name field has changed to Mr. Mobile. So we can do the same thing for all the other fields to track their change of state. So in here, we just replace them with email, password, email, enter the email, enter the email, entered subject, entered subject, entered message, and entered message. So under here, we just need to do the same thing. So this is email on email change. This will be email on subject change. Subject on message change. Message. Okay, so now we can track all the state of all the fields. So what we are going to do is to test. So we're going to say this time miss mobile email miss mobile at gmail.com. Subject hi from mobile. The message is let's share code with hooks. We submit the status, the state of name, email, subject, and message all updated. So now that we already finished item 3 on the agenda, we're going to come to our final item, enable mobile frontend to send email, which interestingly enough to be the easiest of all this project. Everything that we need to do is just restore these codes, and at the same time we of course need to import Axios from Axios. And let's see if we can reload. Okay, so now we're going to send the code. So what email we want to send? In this time, we're going to say, hold on, will be missed hooks. Email is missed hooks at gmail.com. Hi, mobile friend. Let's share code. So what's going to happen is after we click submit button, the email should be sent out from this mobile front end with email from. We're going to say submit, email send out to our email address that's defined in here. Say, hi, mobile friend. So this email is from Mr. Hooks with email address mrhooks@gmail. Awesome. This is a fantastic product, and I hope you all enjoy this video, and we will continue our journey of CodeShare and hooks in our future uh, video series. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.